Hello everyone, it's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the Swayam MOOC course titled Indian Knowledge System and Environment. I am Dr. C. Karthik Deepa, Assistant Professor, Department of Education, Avinash Lingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women. This course is a 15-week course with 4 credits.
The course Indian Knowledge System and Environment has been designed to help learners understand how India's traditional wisdom is closely connected with nature and sustainability. It introduces the diverse dimensions of Indian knowledge systems related to environmental balance and explores the principles of sustainable living found in our traditions, culture, and way of life. Through this course, we will learn how ecological ideas are reflected in Indian scriptures, science, and society, and how these ideas can guide us toward a more sustainable future. This course is important because it helps us rediscover the deep respect for nature that has always been a part of India's heritage. In today's world, where environmental challenges are growing, Indian knowledge systems offer valuable lessons on harmony, conservation, and responsible living. The main objectives of the course are to help learners understand the foundations of Indian knowledge systems and their connection with the environment, explore traditional Indian approaches to sustainability and conservation, appreciate community-based and indigenous practices that protect nature, apply Indian knowledge systems, ideas to present-day environmental issues and education, develop awareness, responsibility, and respect for India's ecological philosophies. By the end of this course, the learner will not only gain knowledge about India's ancient wisdom, but also learn how to use it to promote environmental care and sustainable living in the modern world. The course unfolds over 15 enriching weeks, each focusing on a specific dimensions of India's environmental wisdom. Week 1 introduces the foundations of Indian knowledge systems, how knowledge was understood, validated, and transmitted through oral and written traditions. Week 2 explores the philosophical ideas behind Indian worldviews, especially the Panchamahabhutas and principles that guided harmony with nature. Week 3 focuses on traditional healing systems like Ayurveda, Siddha, and Unani, along with natural physical activities rooted in daily work. Week 4 examines indigenous farming practices and the soil wisdom that supported sustainable agriculture for centuries. Week 5 looks at the traditional Indian water management systems, including step wells, tanks, and community-based hydrological practices. Week 6 highlights the tribal knowledge systems, biodiversity wisdom, and the ecological importance of forest in Indian traditions. Week 7 explores how festivals, rituals, and traditions carry environmental values and promote sustainable living. Week 8 introduces sustainable architecture and crafts, showing how traditional designs align with climate and ecology. Week 9 focuses on holistic food wisdom, traditional diets, and ethical practices related to food and sustainability. Week 10 examines folklore and ecological storytelling, where nature becomes a key teacher through tales and literature. Week 11 connects Indian knowledge systems with modern sustainable development goals and contemporary environmental needs. Week 12 studies the role of women, tribal communities, and indigenous movements in ecological conservation and governance. Week 3 discusses environmental ethics rooted in Dharma and Karma, along with cognitive justice for indigenous knowledge. Week 14 focuses on teaching methods, pedagogical strategies, and case studies for integrating Indian knowledge system into education. And finally, Week 15 brings all concepts together by examining practical models and applications of Indian knowledge system based environmental solutions. Your performance in this course will be assessed through both internal and end-term evaluations. The end-term examination carries 70% weightage and the internal assessment contributes 30% with a minimum passing score of 40% in each component. I warmly invite you to join me on this inspiring journey through Indian knowledge system and environment where tradition meets innovation and learning becomes a path towards ecological harmony.